So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hut, hut.
Knicks off the play action. Like a good target prop, Neighbors is there. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Denver. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They'll send him over right. Going to the ground again on first. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dax Hill up for the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Play action with Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Here we go on 4th, Nix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights, and the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
11 coming.
First down, Burrow to throw. Escapes the pocket. On the run right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Nix from the gun. Flushed out now to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 23-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Running in the red zone. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's got Shaheed. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 20-zip lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Lining up now to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 21-zip already. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
12. Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Launching deep down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be second down.
11, 11, 11, 11. It's just set. 11 MT, 11 MT. Got?
Burrow from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go! 18 ready, 18 ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He's going to push one deep down the right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. And that'll bring up second down.
60 Eagles, 60. Set.
They go play action here. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it near the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This, our last play of the quarter.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
They'll throw again. Nix. He's got it. It's a Denver touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. They're out and set. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Back. 11, 11.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Pat Surtain has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And he's out a little short of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Here we go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11 minus.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He finds Johnson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
11 mighty. 11 common. Stop.
4th down, Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast.
37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Walker on 2nd. And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Taken in by Shaheed. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Working quickly here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone.
And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos running away with it in the second quarter. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow back to throw. On the move, headed right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, here we go.
Man in motion here.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And now it's 2nd down.
Gun, gun. Stop. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
11, 11.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He's got Brown on the slant. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Here we go. Eleven, 11, 11. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Nix with it on first. Finds him over the middle. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And that makes it second and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Bengals get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Dodge.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. Dodge.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry-up here.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
Trying for it with Burrow. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Let's go.
He'll throw it. He's got Shaheed.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
60 Maverick. Ready? Check. Hurt. 79 Bronco. Go.
One final shot before halftime. Forced out to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That's the end of the
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On one, ready?
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Stop.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
11.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has a man. It's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Gun. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
11. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. The Clemson rookie has it. Now he loses the ball. And they get it back. A huge play continues. Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
On first down, here's Burrow. Vacates quickly left side. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Chased out to his right. And he hits the deck after setting him up with first and goal. It's a 21-yard gain. And now they have a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Brown on the inside give. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It'll be a gain of only 1 on 2nd, so that brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
Here we go, here we go.
A little touch pass here, fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals picked up the fumble and ran it home. T. Higgins, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Walker now from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Track 60.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Trap 60.
Here's 2nd and 7. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Nix from the gun. Neighbors with a catch. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll throw again. Nix gets this one to Shaheed. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. He has room past the 25. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Walker running to the right. And they'll get him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. Nix off the play action. Buying some time right. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Walker. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19. Ready?
Nix looking to throw. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a 3-score game in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
On 1, ready?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Gun. Dot. Dot.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Escapes the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Here we go. 12. Dot.
Burrow. He's trying another one deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. 3 touchdown catches in 1 game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Shaheed now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
18, pioneer. Go.
Nix. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has it downfield, working the left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, You got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27.
On 2.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Bengals 42.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Shaheed now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Nix with it on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Walker can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a 3-score game in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. And this is going to be too little too late, but still a very nice return. A late touchdown here for him. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Well, even with that kick, wasn't much chance of pulling off the late comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I think we can take the fork out and you know where to put it.
Yeah, they went out, swing it. They did everything that they could do, but it just shows you in the NFL, premium for possessions. And when you stall out early and you dig yourself this kind of hole, awfully hard to come back and win.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up. Handoff running left, Walker. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Now Nix. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
1-1, ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
11.
One final shot here. This one taken in by Chase. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So it's a win for the Broncos. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only